Hello from London and welcome back to my channel. If you don't know who I am, I'm Yvette and I moved to London 2 months ago, and 2 months ago I posted an empty apartment tour and you guys seem to really like that, so I thought, well, now that I've kind of found my feet and found my furniture, it would be a really good opportunity to film a tour now that I have kind of made a flat into a home and show you exactly how I furnished it. But you can't start a tour from inside the flat, everyone knows that. You have to start from outside, so. Very original opening for a video. I thought I'll start the house tour at the front door because where else to start. So we walk into basically our foyer, but it is just a square. But you can walk in, we have a little area where we can hang all of our clothes. So we have a shoe rack down the bottom, so it's good to like take your stuff and go, because I'm gonna leave my shoes at the front door whether there's a rack there or not, so I'm happy that we have that. And then we head through to the living area. So I'll start in the living room and we'll work our way through. So this is our living room. I think it's actually quite big for a UK living room. I've seen some very small ones. So we got this lounge from IKEA. Now, because we're in a 1-bedroom flat, it's space is of the essence, as you can imagine. And the reason I love this lounge, there's all hidden storage under there. So you can see this is basically where we keep all of our laundry stuff, because I don't want to put my ironing board out anywhere else. So all this hidden storage in our lounge, and then I got the cushions from IKEA and Aldi of all places in Wales. I bought this dog in Australia, it was very expensive. The first thing in the living room is the dog's corner, which is a very new addition, but we have baby's bed, food and water bowl just in the corner so she can sit with us when we're watching TV. Flew this bed all the way from Australia. As you can see, it's getting a lot of use. So annoying. And then we got this coffee table from Argos, and I liked it because it has the marble and it's got the gold trim on it to go with the gold geometric pillars with the gold IKEA pillars. And then this is my travel wall, which is my pride and joy. I will be framing the scratch map in a bit, but generally everywhere we go, we take a photo of Daniel and I at an iconic place, whether that's Kyoto Arches or the Eiffel Tower, in the Blue Lagoon in Iceland, somewhere that you clearly know where it is. And then I always frame it and put it on my travel wall. So the more places we go, the bigger the wall grows and it fluctuates. It's kind of like a moving art piece that I invented. And then we have our TV and our TV stand. Now, TV stand has storage, which is great. We literally have nothing in it because we don't own anything. I think we got the TV stand from Argos as well. So everything in this apartment was very cheaply furnished, because when you're furnishing an entire place in one go, it can get quite expensive. This clock I got from our last trip in Prague. So that was my favorite souvenir. Except I cannot tell the time on it because it's too busy, but it looks nice. And these are for air plants that I haven't bought any for yet, but I will. Also, TV is an LG one. We got it on special from, guess what? Argos. So this is our bookshelf slash home office slash souvenir shelves. So I have a collection of bits and bobs from all our travels. So this was when we went to Korea and we stayed with some monks and we made our own prayer beads. Then I've also got some embroidered art from Vietnam, along with my pot from Greece with Artemis on it. And one of the things I was able to bring from Australia to help decorate was a lot of fans, because I've been collecting fans from all the Asian countries. So that's why you'll see that around the house. But I have this fan from Korea, this fan from Japan. There's one in the bedroom as well. This is my slowly but kind of impressively growing bookshelf, considering we've only been here like a month. And then we have down here, this is where we store like all of the important documents, like resumes. I'm not gonna go through it, but you know, you've got your resumes, tenancy agreements, you know, passports, whatever, all the boring important things that have to be stored somewhere is in our bookcase. And then my pride and joy, my plant. Got this ivy from the Columbia Road Flower Market and I love them. And he's been growing really well. Like, I think he was here when we got him, Daniel. Like, imagine in a year, this whole thing will be filled. And then the really well decorated favorite part of the house the printer, which I hate so much I put a plant on it. So there's definitely a better use for that space, but I have not figured it out yet, so to be continued. So we'll move on to where the magic happens, the kitchen. So this is our kitchen. The kitchen was kind of what sold me on the place, because if you have a bad kitchen, I feel like the whole place falls apart. One of the reasons I love this kitchen is because all of your appliances are hidden, and it came with a fully fledged fridge. So we get to hide our fridge, and we also get a full one. Because I mentioned this in my renting in London video, so many places in London do not give you a full-size fridge, and it confuses me. So I was very excited to have a full fridge and freezer. I'm adulting hard. And then we have in here is our pantry, all our health wanker food. Everything is on the bottom shelves because I can't reach the top ones. Our 4 drinking glasses because of how we don't know anyone. And then this is basically the craft drawer. Don't have to spend time in there. And then bowls and plates. I got some blue ones to match the house because I like a theme. And then down here is the Tupperware drawer, which is never organized in anyone's house. And if it is, you're a psycho. Under the sink, cleanliness, but a lot of storage under there, which was great. I also enjoyed that the sink was built in, so it's not like one of the, you know, stainless steel sinks. And this comes out, fun. And it has a different setting. It is a good sink. What makes this apartment amazing, within the top 10% of apartments in London, ta-da! Dishwasher. This is better than our dishwasher at home that we owned. It's really big and hidden, so you don't even have to look at the front of it. It's so nice. Having a dishwasher in London is a luxury. It is not a given. I think this was maybe the only place we looked at out of all the viewings that actually had a dishwasher. This I got from IKEA. So Daniel had some really good Japanese knives, so we bought those because we didn't want to like throw those out. But you don't want to bring like a knife block because we didn't have the luggage space for it, but you also need a knife block that fits your knives. So I bought this one from IKEA because it fits to whatever size knife you have, and you can put it wherever you want. So this was £10, and it's probably my favorite thing we bought.
Is that all it was?
Yeah, it was. I've had my eye on it for some time. This is a heat protectant. Got it from Portugal because that's why it's cork, because Portugal loves pork. And then we got this from Prague. It's like you put down your ladle if you're cooking to not stain the bench, because we're terrified of staining the bench because we want our deposits back. We have more storage up here, just keeps going. We're literally not using anything up there because this is literally the dog's cupboard where we store all the dog's food. Got our oven, brand new oven. We were really fortunate that it was not used. Induction cooktop. Daniel can tell you all about his opinions on an induction cooktop.
2 things. One, incredibly quick when it's on, but will randomly turn off. If it doesn't detect a plate or anything.
You got to get the right pans for it, which we didn't realize, which is dumb. But
so if you're flipping it, that kind of thing, but overall it is better.
This is where our cutlery lives and all our cooking utensils. In here is pots, pans, boring cooking stuff. And then the bottom is where we keep the plastic bags and rubbish bags, essentially. And then we have our microwave, which I got from Asda. Kettle from Asda. And my NutriBullet from Asda. And the entire appliance shop for the entire kitchen cost £100, including the microwave. So we were pretty happy with that. Oh,
no gas box.
Our toaster and our gas box, which is hidden up there. I forgot the best thing, Daniel. Our newest addition, which is our herb box. So we have parsley, basil, and coriander, which I think is starting to look a bit better, but it's a bit sad for some reason. And my plant box, which says Harry Potter and the School of Witchcraft and Wizardry, first year potions class, which is my favorite thing I've bought as of late. And then our dining room, which, because the kitchen's quite big, like so because it's just the 2 of us, we don't really entertain guests. So we just got a 2-person dining table because it's just us sitting there. And so this is the dining table we got. We got it from some random site. It was like £60 for the seats and the chairs. We like this one because it matched the floor and it was cheap and it was just for 2 people because that's all we really needed. And I've got some lavender from the downstairs grocer. And this is where I basically sit and edit and look out the window at the lovely park. We can move it forward. We have the room in the kitchen. I just like having it in front of the window. So we'll go to the bathroom. Better keep up, it's a long walk. Okay, so this is our bathroom. It is small, but it is such a good use of space. first things first. I bet you've been like, don't all British kitchens have a washing machine? Like, how do you do your laundry? Well, ta-da! It is in the bathroom, which I'm totally on board with. I had a laundry, or what do they call it, utilities room in Australia, and it's such a waste of space because no one likes laundry, and like, what's the point of wasting a room of your house in it? And you just get in the shower, take off your gross clothes, stick it straight in a washing machine, and you're good to go. I'm planning on implementing this into my home, wherever it is in the future. It's ingenious. Then we have storage here. The same kind of sink from the kitchen where it's just built in, blah, blah, blah. And then this is double-sided mirrors and storage all through here, which is great. So this bathroom has heaps of storage. A lot of the apartments we saw in London did not have great storage in the bathrooms. It was just like a sink and nothing underneath it. So this is better than we could have hoped for. I got these plants from Columbia Road Flower Market, where I get all my plants. And then we have the toilet, which is a toilet, but we also have a bidet, but I'm not excited. I'm not brave enough to use it. Protection to stop the water going everywhere. Then we have the head that comes off. Also, the tap will fill up the bath, so it's good for baths. So bathing a Bambi. So then we have this shelf, which I love, and being able to have a shower and look out at the park while you're showering is amazing. And I probably take way longer showers here because I'm just sitting there staring out at the squirrels in the trees. But it's so magical. So I actually really like the bathroom. I think having a window to a park in my bathroom, in my shower, will be like the thing I miss most in this apartment. So we'll head to the second most important part of the apartment, the bedroom. Ta-da! So, this bedroom, things that came with it, we were fortunate to have built in, so we didn't have to buy any furniture in terms of closets. And then our bedside tables, we also came with the apartment, so it's good that it matches. The kimono I brought from Japan. So I actually brought this all the way from Australia with me. And now I know I've officially moved in when my kimono is hanging on the wall. Everything in this apartment is hung with damage-free hooks. Even in my own house, I don't like the commitment of nailing a hook into the wall, so everything's damage-free. But my favorite thing in the house is the bed, because obviously 1-bedroom apartment, storage is an issue. We've got to try and maximize everything we can. And the best thing about this bed is it has all this under-bed storage, which obviously we travel a lot, so we have suitcases which wouldn't fit anywhere else in the apartment, and I don't want to be looking at them, so you can store them under the bed. Extra bedding and extra bags and any extra stuff just goes under the bed. It is so good. In terms of the bedspread, I got the bed duvet cover from Argos, and then I also got this blanket off Amazon. And on the bedside tables I have the internet, which is most important, but ugly. So we have yet another fan from
Japan.
Taiwan.
Oh, Taiwan.
Close. So I put that in front of it just to cover it because I don't want to look at it. It does what it can. And then a frame with me and my friends from Australia when we were in each other's weddings. And then so down the side of the bed has just a photo of us graduating at university from both our universities. But I do want to add, I think, maybe some succulents to that. So maybe make a trip to the flower market again, because I clearly haven't got enough plants in this apartment. But yeah, so that's the bedroom. I also would like to get maybe a gold pillow. For now, I didn't want to put off the tour for too long just based on that. And then lastly, I wanted a floor length mirror because the mirror in the cupboard isn't good enough. So this is my height, which is kind of all you really need. I got that from IKEA so I can see my outfit. And then inside these cupboards, as you can tell, they're very tall. I cannot reach much, but we have a lot of storage up there, which is good. So we just put the winter stuff at the top, and it has drawers and stuff in there as well. And then I don't know what this gap is for, but I've put a clothes basket in there for now, but whatever. And then more space up there with some winter jackets and then a hanging space. So for a small apartment, it does have a lot of storage and functionality, not to mention the stuff I bought myself with my opening bed and my opening lounge. But yeah, that's our home. So I hope you enjoyed the tour of our London flat. Now that it is officially furnished, I know we did the empty apartment tour, but now There we've got our furniture, and you can kind of see how things all work together, and how much storage you can get and how you can maximize that storage. You can see exactly what you get for your dollar or your pound. So yeah, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Tell me in the comments below if you want to see any other videos like this, and remember to subscribe so I can see you next time. Bye.